There's been plenty of speculation previously about morale issues inside Russian forces. Are these images of the Ukrainian counter-offensive likely to exacerbate those problems?
Well, that's right. I mean, the cracks are starting to appear now within sort of Putin's orbit and within Russia. We're now seeing people who are starting to openly come out, who would not have 2 or 3 months ago out of fear of Vladimir Putin, are now saying that we're losing.
In fact, we do actually have a statement from a Russian politician that we can bring our audience now.
We want to defeat Ukrainian army. It seems like it's practically impossible because it's strong army, really strong army, and Ukrainians are supported by practically all the European countries.
Well, Kirsten, that's a Russian politician saying that to the BBC, and he said the same thing on Russian state television. He also said we have to understand it's absolutely impossible to beat Ukraine using these resources and colonial war methods with which Russia is trying to wage war. That's devastating for Vladimir Putin. That's on top of the Chechen leader, Ramzan Kadyrov, who only 2 days ago said, I now have to start asking questions of the Russian leadership. He's been one of Putin's strongest supporters.
What are Russia's options now?
Well, Russia there's suggestions now that Putin may try to have a forced recruitment or may activate the full Russian reserve. There's about 2 million young Russians, mainly men, but young Russians who in the last 5 years have had some sort of military experience. There's a suggestion he may try to activate them. But the pressure coming from within, it's only 2 or 3 weeks ago we saw the killing of the daughter of one of his closest supporters, right on the outskirts of Russia. So they're in Putin's backyard now. It'll be what happens over the next few days, whether there's retribution against Boris Nazyrdin. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, and it certainly seems as though the Ukrainians have some momentum, given the images we've been seeing of liberated towns near the Russian and Belarusian borders.
That's right, Kirsten. There's no doubt that around this part of Ukraine that the Russian army is collapsing at the moment. It doesn't mean that's permanent, and it doesn't mean they will not rebound and come back harder or nastier than ever. But at the moment, we're watching a rout of the Russian army in the northeast of Ukraine. And the evidence of that, as you suggested, was we're seeing pictures of the Ukrainian soldiers up near the Belarusian border in the north and near the Russian border. So they wouldn't be able to get that close. These are two countries that have been attacking them. Belarus is as complicit in these war crimes as Russia is, and yet the Ukrainians are pushing right back to that border.
And John, what's the significance of an upcoming meeting between Russia's President Putin and China's President Xi?
This is the first trip that the Chinese leader Xi Jinping has taken since COVID. Of course, they've been in lockdown in large parts of China. He's going to Kazakhstan to meet Vladimir Putin. It is in some ways seen as a show of support, but it could go either way. If Xi Jinping actually says to Putin, enough's enough, and uses his leverage, he's about the only prominent world leader now who has any access to Putin, then he could end up being a peacemaker. Or he might dig in and say, keep at it, you've got our support, and this is all against America.
As for Ukraine and that momentum, there are no guarantees, are there, that it will continue?
No, that's right. Morale is now sky high, according to all reports. All the weapons are coming in, but I spoke to the Ukrainian ambassador yesterday to Canberra, who was saying we need more weapons urgently.